Have you ever noticed how some men crumble under pressure, while others stay calm even when everything around them is falling apart? It's not about intelligence. It's not about luck. It's about mental discipline. According to Stoic philosophy, certain phrases reveal a weak mindset, words that quietly expose a lack of control, responsibility, and inner strength. Most people say these phrases without even realizing the damage they cause. Today, we'll uncover 7 phrases that weaken a man's mind and the Stoic principles that replace them. Because once you recognize these habits, you can begin to build a mind that no chaos can shake. 1. It's not my fault. The first sign of an untrained mind is the refusal to take responsibility. When something goes wrong, the foolish man immediately looks for someone to blame. The economy is bad. My partner is difficult. In his mind, the entire world is responsible for his problems. But by blaming everything outside himself, he also gives those things power over his life. The Stoics saw this differently. Epictetus taught that life is divided into 2 categories: things we control and things we do not control. The wise man strengthens his inner world. Imagine 2 ship captains caught in the same violent storm. One screams at the wind, curses the waves, and blames fate. The other says nothing. He adjusts the sails. He steadies the wheel. The storm does not change, but one captain survives. Responsibility is not about blaming yourself for everything. It is about accepting the power you still have. 2. He made me angry. This sentence gives away something dangerous. It suggests that your emotions are controlled by other people. The foolish man believes insults, traffic, or rude behavior force him to react. But the Stoics understood something deeper. Seneca once said, "Anger is a temporary madness." When someone says, "He made me angry," what they really mean is, "I did not control my reaction." Imagine walking through a crowded market. Someone bumps into you hard. You turn around furious, ready to start a fight. Then you notice something. The man is blind and holding a cane. Suddenly your anger disappears. What changed? The bump was the same. Only your interpretation changed. The Stoic understands this simple truth. Events don't control us. Our judgments do. 3. I'll be happy when. The foolish man always postpones happiness. I'll be happy when I get promoted. I'll be happy when I buy a house. I'll be happy when I retire. Life becomes a waiting room. But the future is uncertain. And by attaching happiness to something that might never happen, a person guarantees dissatisfaction today. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself constantly. There is an old story about a businessman who saw a fisherman relaxing by the ocean with his family. The businessman said, "You should work harder. Build a fleet of boats. Start a company." The fisherman asked, "And then what?" The businessman replied, "Then you could retire, relax, and enjoy life." The fisherman smiled. "That's exactly what I'm doing right now. But peace should never be postponed." 4. Why is this happening to me? When hardship appears, the foolish man sees injustice. He believes life should be comfortable. But Stoicism teaches the opposite. Difficulties are not interruptions to life. They are life. The Stoics practiced a mindset called amor fati, the love of fate. Instead of resisting hardship, they used it. Think about a wrestler in training. If he only fights weak opponents, he never improves. But if he trains against stronger competitors, he grows stronger. The same is true in life. Obstacles are not punishments. They are training. 5. I already know that. This phrase quietly kills growth. The moment someone believes they know everything, they stop learning. Epictetus warned his students, "It is impossible to learn what you think you already know." Wisdom begins with humility. A wise person is not afraid to admit ignorance, because an empty cup can always be filled, but a full one cannot receive anything new. 6. I don't have time. People say this constantly. I don't have time to read. I don't have time to improve myself. But most of the time, it simply means it is not a priority. Seneca wrote an entire essay called On the Shortness of Life. His conclusion was simple: life is long enough. If you use it wisely, every day gives you 86,400 seconds. Once the day ends, they disappear forever. The Stoic treats time as his most valuable resource, because unlike money, time never returns. 7. What will people think? This is perhaps the most common prison, living for the approval of others. People buy things they don't need, follow paths they don't enjoy, hide their true thoughts, all to impress strangers. Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "We care more about others' opinions than our own." Imagine an actor constantly looking at the audience while performing. He would forget his lines, trip over the stage, and ruin the entire play. The same happens in life. When you focus on approval, you forget who you are. Character matters more than reputation, because reputation is what people think you are. Character is what you truly are. These 7 phrases build invisible walls around the mind. Blaming others, giving away emotional control, postponing happiness, resisting hardship, pretending to know everything, wasting time, living for approval. But here is the truth: the door of that prison is unlocked, and Stoicism hands you the key. The next time one of these phrases tries to leave your mouth, pause, replace it with responsibility, replace it with discipline. Because mastering your mind is the first step toward mastering your life. If this video helped you see things differently, leave a like and subscribe. And remember, the strongest mind is not the loudest. It is the calmest.